Okay. This isn't my everyday makeup look. It's not my 5-minute makeup look. It's my full glam makeup to get me as close to actual beauty standards as possible when I used to subscribe to them. So I haven't done this in a while, and I'm so excited to do it because it's still ingrained in my brain, just like all those insecurities I had. Beginning of high school is when my makeup was at its peak, just like my insecurities. So let's get started. Ultimately, my motto with this was like, if I were to do each step on its own, you wouldn't be able to tell a difference, but then all of those compiled together, looking at my face, then you could tell a difference, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, I did brush my brows, by the way. I don't know why I'm getting so much closer to you. I don't think you like that. For the brows, this is what I use, Brow Pop. It's so good. So, first tip, just fill in your bald spots. My bald spots are like right back here, if you can see. The paler stuff, the blonder bits, I don't know what you want to say. I don't know really what they are. And I never go to the front. I just do it kind of haphazardly because it's the first thing I do. So since I don't have anything on my face, then I can just like wipe it off. So that's why you don't want to do any forehead makeup, because you're just going to be wiping around your brows. So then it wipes off anywhere that doesn't have hair, because where the hair isn't, it's detectable, and then your secret's out. You're ugly without makeup. Kidding. Then we can do the forehead makeup, and we do that before we put the gel in the brows, because then we'd move that shit around. It's a science. I don't use a glittery product because, again, glitter would show that we're wearing makeup. This is Hoola. This is indeed what I would use, and this is indeed probably very old. And then I just kind of would carry it down to my lower face. Bring those bangs back. Can't believe my face was doing all the heavy lifting before. I love that it's framed. And now we can go in with the gel. I gotta say, I do like the specificity that this gives, but I think my Kosas gel holds really well. So I brush it out then with this guy, and it just helps kind of break up the juice. I brush it all up. Then I like pull this down to fill in that bald spot there, and then I like tuck her. I hate this brow today, by the way, so don't base it off of that. Do I just look better without huge brows? I love huge brows. My brother hates them, but I'm not trying to attract my brother now, am I? Anyway, I've also used this, and it's nice if you want to like thicken them up. This even has little fibers in them. Okay, let's do eyes. Shoot. Already messed up. Usually I would take this Glowish. It just primes the under eye so that you're not like dealing with something new every time. So I do that. Then I'll let it set. So I'm just gonna chill for a bit, but that's when I would have been doing the gel. It's like maximum efficiency. Another tip that I never follow, jewelry, right? Oh, I think my ears are closed. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's in. Never mind. It's been a minute. Speaking of face framing, yeah, jewelry is another way to do that. Also, I really want to bleach my brows because I just feel like I'm using my brows as a crutch at this point. Also to frame my face. Oh no, this one's closed. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I feel like that's the next part of my journey to self-love, is to just bleach my brows and see if I can handle it. Next, I used to use the Tarte Shape Tape with this. To be honest, I just never rebought it. I probably should though. But I take a little bit of the LA Pro Conceal. I have super dark circles, like if you can't tell. They go on for days. And then I've been using this. We don't know what it's called because it doesn't know either. It's in the color 110. I have tried every single concealer because I used to literally think that no one could love me because of my dark circles. Probably spent so much of, not mine, but my parents' money. And I hate myself still for that. Still, it's this concealer that's the best, or probably the Tarte Shape Tape. Because there's just like not a concealer color that's gonna look like skin, because I don't wear foundation. So it's really tough to find a concealer that actually blends seamlessly. So that's why I mix it with this. But as we can see, I've gone way too pale. But it's okay, because now the next step is blush, and it was always what I used to also set my concealer and to bring it back to the same shade as the rest, to like blend it to make it look like I wasn't concealing anything. This is e.l.f. and it's really light. It's not super pigmented. It's what has happened there. That's like really disgusting. I just try not to look at it. And then we tap. but I put it everywhere. Also, know your face shape. Mine, it's not right here to put the blush. It's on the apples because I've got a huge face. My tip is to take some blush and put it under there because, again, it just helps blend the concealer and make it look like it's, again, part of your face. And then we can put it here too. That being said, I've got so many blushes. I love this one too. I think it would really go. That being said, I do still like to put this here because I'll insert a photo when I get burned, which I don't do anymore. But when I do, I literally would get 2 stripes here. Not cute stripes, it's crazy stripes. But I did used to literally burn myself to get that, believe it or not, because I did like it. So I do a little across the nose, and then I do right here, and then I blend. But then I also try to bring it back to the apples. I will say, what was I gonna say? Oh, you can do whatever you want, but I will never put blush here on like the tip of my nose because that gives sick and cold to me, whereas the bridge gives sun-kissed. So do what you want, but don't you dare ever do it to me. Also, I do have zits, and okay, I look such like an elf. What originally inspired my whole journey with makeup in the first place was my cystic acne. As one does. Thought that I could like achieve self-love and worth through other people's validation and thus needed to conceal those zits. I'm gonna tell you how.
Basically, I don't anymore because I used to think I would never be able to go in public without covering my zits. So, now when I do, it's empowering.
Such a high. So, yeah, I don't mind zits. If we can get used to blue patches on our face, can't we just get used to the red ones? But I get it. The yellow center is freaky as fuck, so. If you're gonna cover your zits, my biggest tip was when I had cystic acne, I never wore foundation and all I did was spot correct. So like I would go super specifically, it was like art, if I do say so myself, and I would go over each zit, like just tap a little bit of concealer, and then you could even take like a microscopic brush or my finger, I wasn't perfect. I had zits, kidding. And then just like tap it, get a concealer that matches your skin, and I wouldn't wear foundation, and that's what I would do. Really quick, I'm just gonna set my under eyes. Spooky. Focus. She's obliterated, but I'll just put a little bit. This is a puff from Beauty Blender. That Kosas powder is stunning. It's so healthy looking on the skin. It gives such a glow whilst mattifying it. It makes zero sense. I used to use this powder from Essence, this really light blush. So it was like brightening and pink and wouldn't make me look dead, but it would set my eyes. The camera's gonna die. Also, I used to use these eye drops. They really hurt my eyes now, so I just can't. But again, we associate wet eyes with beauty, so another way. Brighten your lower lash line. Some brightening eyeliner. Fill that in. Then I would go back in with the bottom lash because some of it would transfer, and again, we can't have people actually seeing that we used a brown. Curl the lashes because curled lashes are the thing of the now. And then mascara. What I would always do is like go and literally wipe it off so that again, it wasn't detected. Now I care less. So I'll just put her on. Know your eyes and where it looks better to add a layer. For me, it's actually the top because I have round eyes, but again, if you're going for that more like whatever that is, probably you're gonna want to do the outer. I don't do my lower lashes. I think I look like a hooker, so none of that. Then this is stunning. I want to say it's not detectable on the skin. This probably, if I dug hard enough, I could find a piece of glitter. My camera died. I'm not sure really what we missed, but I think we were putting on highlight. They put it like here, and then again, since my blush placement in my face is here, I like bring it to my cheeks. And then I also do the bridge of my nose, and then I do one weird little place right there. I don't know why. I like it a lot. I mean, I used to do this, and then like here also. This is Kiss of Copper in blush, but it's not like the Rare Beauty blushes that are super glowy and like bring out your pores. This, you still can't really detect any glitter, but I just wouldn't have ever taken the chance before. Another tip is whatever blush you're using. This one is Rosé in Brunch by Danessa Myricks. Put everything everywhere. Blending is the absolute key. You shouldn't be able to see where one thing starts and where the other thing ends. A little bit of blush never hurts you on your forehead and on your chin and everywhere else. Okay, we're getting to lips, but let's moisturize them. Again, should have done that at the very start. About concealing zits, also, the best way to convince people you're not wearing makeup, for people to think, oh, she's definitely looking rough and not wearing makeup. Another beauty tip that I would never be without. Also, I'm not above a little chin hair, so I pluck that shit. One of these guys. Wow, that's so glowy. I wouldn't have done this when I was trying to hide the fact that I was wearing makeup, but I can go like super close, so honestly, it is hidden. Oh. And smudge it. Because it's metallic, I feel like it blends in with the oil of your eye. I'm not just trying to bring out this little corner for my eye shape. I go here. Makes my eyes look rounder. Now, for contour. Again, I've gotten my colors done. I'm a bright spring. I don't look good with a lot of makeup. I look really cakey really quick, and anything harsh, any dark shadows, I'm gonna look like a clown. So I do a light contour. Again, since I've got kind of more cheekbones this way, like the apple, that's where I can also focus the contour. I regret that eyeliner because you can totally tell. In high school, I would have used a matte product. This is a really nice color. It starts as a cream, so it's not gonna look too powdery on your skin, but it is mattifying. Now I know better, so I will use this product. I can't detect any glitter, but my younger self wouldn't have dared. But yeah, it allows me to contour without making myself look dead, but I really don't do contour too crazy. I've never done that before, so I'm probably gonna look crazy with that. Yep. It brings attention to the nose, no? Don't do that, probably, or do. I mean, a little bit of glow, I wouldn't mind here, and a little bit of contour. I've got a 5 head, I ain't ashamed. And now it's framed, so like, yeah, look at that glow. Freckles. If you're someone that wears foundation, and you wanna convince people you're not, a great way to do that is to put on some freckles, because how the heck would those be showing through? I really love where I put my freckles. My freckles, using that term loosely. I do around here, and then I do here. So like literally a stripe. Lastly, lip. I love a stain. Oh, another insane beauty tip. I do have tanner on my neck, so I look a little crazy now. But my #1 beauty tip, what no one has ever said on any Vogue video ever, and that's not to match your face to your neck. I think everyone looks better. It shouldn't be stark, but your neck should be slightly darker than your face because it makes your face look glowy. Your skin just look clearer and more glowy and brighter because it is lighter. Even now that I don't really wear makeup on a day-to-day basis, I still always have a little tanner on my neck. I'll do it every week. And if my neck is the same shade or lighter than my face, I do not feel confident. And I haven't reached that moment, that pinnacle of self-growth yet. Like, I will not feel confident. I would way rather would not wear any makeup but have my neck darker. Try it out. I think it works. I just put on the Fenty My Type. I do kind of tap it because otherwise this won't glide on. This is the Pillow Talk in the shade 2 because I just outline my lips with it and then I add little contours into my lips to make them look puffier. I love a bit of a rounder Cupid's bow. It really is all about finding the perfect shade. I have found no other brand makes a lip liner that blends into my skin and my lips and doesn't like just look like it goes on top. It fills in the pores and then looks weird. It's my favorite part to contour, because it adds such a puffiness. And then I do the same here. But this is it, I think. Imagine my ears didn't close. But yeah, this is the look. Can you see the makeup? I hope not.